Alrighty, hello everybody. I don't really see the point of letting everybody stare at a dark screen any longer. So yeah, we're 5 minutes early to the schedule. I hope that's not a huge problem. Welcome everybody to I believe we are at episode 7 currently of the Dine podcast. Very happy to have you all here today with me.
Alrighty. Hello,
Yeah.
everybody. I don't really see the point
I'm
of
not.
letting everybody
We're
stare at
trying out something a
dark
little
screen
bit
any
different
longer.
today,
So yeah,
which
we're
means I
five
am
minutes early
currently
to the
not in
schedule.
the
I hope
position
that's
to
not a
check
huge
the
problem.
chat at all times.
Welcome,
I'm
everybody,
really
to
happy
the.
to have you all
I
here.
believe we are at
But what we
episode
are
7
doing
currently of the
today
Devon Dine
is we are
podcast.
going to be
Very
making
happy to
an
have you all here
AI
today with me.
generated dish. So yeah, I bought a ton of ingredients
We're trying out something a
for
little bit
for
different
today. And
which
yeah, we're just gonna
I'm
see
currently
what AI
not in
is
the
like. We're
position
gonna
to
give AI
check
some
the
prompts
chat at
based
all
on the
times.
ingredients, based on the
Really
capabilities
happy to
of
have you all
my
here.
student
But
house
what we
kitchen
are
that I'm
doing
currently in.
today is we
Yeah,
are
and just see
going
what
to be
ChatGPT
making
is
an
able to
AI
whip up for us.
generated
And
dish.
yeah, hopefully it's something
So
good.
yeah,
In
I
all
bought
honesty,
a
I
ton
have
of
such
ingredients
random
for
ingredients here with me.
for
Uh,
today.
I really hope that
And
this
yeah,
is
we're just gonna see what
that this is
AI
going to
is
turn
like.
out
We're
to
gonna
be
give AI some
somewhat
prompts
digestible
based on the
for
ingredients,
me.
based on the
Also
capabilities
regarding
of
chat,
my
I think
student house
I'm not
kitchen
using my
that I'm
phone yet
currently in.
currently. There will
Yeah,
be a
and
little
just see what
breaky where I will have
ChatGPT
to
is
change
able
the
to whip
setup a
up
little
for
bit.
us. And
Let me
yeah,
just grab my
hopefully it's
phone
something good.
because I don't need it
In all
right
honesty,
now
I
so that
have
I can
such
actually look at
random
the chat, see
ingredients
what
here
you
with
guys
me.
are saying, and maybe we have
I
some
really
newcomers
hope
here
that this
today.
is
So yeah, I'll be right back.
to turn out to be somewhat digestible for me. Also regarding chat, I think I'm not using my phone yet currently. There will be a little breaky where I will have to change the setup a little bit. Let me just grab my phone because I don't need
Let's
it
just
right
open
now
Twitch
so that I
here.
can actually look at the chat, see what you
So
guys
that I
are
can
saying,
see
and
what
maybe we
you
have
all
some
are
newcomers
actually
here
up to.
today. I hope you all had a lovely
So, yeah,
Wednesday
I'll be
so
right
far.
back.
I hope you're all having a lovely week. Yeah, almost weekend. 2 more days.
I'm not using my phone yet currently. There will be a little breaky where I will have to change the
Of
setup
course, I'm in the
a little
position
bit.
where Twitch doesn't want to
Let me
open
just
for
grab my
me.
phone because I don't need it
Let's
right
just.
now.
I have so many apps open as well. Let's just close some of them off.
See what you all are actually up to.
So
I hope
yeah,
you all had
a
a
little
lovely
bit trying
Wednesday
out
so
something
far.
different
I hope you're all
today
having a lovely week.
means that the start might
Yeah,
not be as smoothly,
almost weekend.
but
2
we're
more
sure to
days.
get there. Hopefully, if AI doesn't fail us. Of course, I'm in the position where Twitch doesn't want to open for me. And if the internet
so
doesn't
many
fail us, because I did have some internet issues today when I was just setting up everything. But I did a speed test. Everything should be going super smoothly. The start might not be as smoothly, but we're sure to get there. Hopefully,
So yeah.
if AI doesn't fail us. I think it's just a Twitch issue here currently that I'm having.
Because I did have some internet
Look the
issues
stream up
today
on
when I was
YouTube.
just setting up everything.
That should be better.
But I did a speed test. Everything should be going super smoothly. The start might not be as smoothly, but we're sure to get there.
So yeah.
If AI doesn't fail us.
Yeah, seems like everything's working. Cool, awesome. I can patrol the chat while I'm at it. Yeah, and we are almost at 19. So yeah, I'd say we're pretty much good to go. First thing I'm gonna be doing is probably just like typing all the ingredients that I have at the tip of my fingers into the chat. So it's really it can go from anything to something sweet to something really savory. Like I'll just pan the camera over a little bit so you can see. There's also shaving cream over there. So yeah, probably ignore the shaving cream. I can type it in, but maybe ChatGPT knows how to whip up something interesting with it. But we got spaghetti, we got mushrooms, we got banana, we got peanut butter. So yeah, a little bit of a mystery box dish today. Yeah, let's just start. So what do we have here? We got champignons. Wait, I should probably give it a prompt first and tell it what this is all about, right? Also, I just realized I wasn't holding the camera super well. You'll get to find it out soon enough.
We got peanut butter.
Hello. Always be
yeah, a little bit
friendly
of a
with
mystery
AI, of course, because we don't know
today.
if it's going to
Yeah,
take
let's just start.
over
So
the
what do we
world at
have
some
here?
point.
We got
Hello.
champignons.
Um,
Wait,
we
I should probably
are
give it a prompt first to
making
tell it what
a
this is all
dish
about.
and
Also, I
need
just realized that wasn't
your help.
super well.
I
You'll
have
get to
bought
find it out soon
a
enough.
lot of ingredients
Hello, always be
and
friendly
need you
with AI, of course, because we
to
don't know
generate
if it's going to
a
take
recipe
over the world at some
for
point.
me.
Hello.
We are. All right, let's just start a little bit of a conversation. It's interesting how ChatGPT works because like I started doing like a new chat, but if it like saves your Google account, it also remembers like all the chat history you had from previous days, and that may also apply to the input you're giving it.
All right, let's just start a little bit of a conversation.
See memory full
it's
here. I hope
interesting how
that's
ChatGPT works
that
because
shouldn't
like
really be a problem.
I started doing like a new chat.
It was just
but it,
giving
like,
me. Okay,
saves
now I
your
cut it
Google
off. Sounds fun. Let me
It
know what
also
ingredients you'll have, and I'll whip
remembers,
up a
all
delicious
the chat
recipe.
history you
Recipe.
had,
Cool.
from
Sounds
previous
promising.
days, and
Awesome.
that may also apply
We have
to the input you're giving it.
champignons,
See memory full here. I hope that's
spaghetti,
shouldn't really be a problem.
soybeans.
Giving me okay. Now I cut it off. Sounds
Then
fun.
I got some tempeh, some nicely tasting tempeh actually.
Cool. Sounds promising.
Here from it's like sweet chili. It's been marinated beforehand, so that should be pretty cool.
Champignons.
We got like a
Spaghetti.
we got this. This is essentially you can use it to make falafel balls yourself.
Then I got some tempeh, some nicely tasting tempeh.
We got
here from it's like
veggie.
sweet chili. It's been marinated beforehand, so that
We should probably let it know that the recipe needs to be vegan as well, right? Because everything on this channel, we have an all vegan channel.
we got
All right,
this.
so we
This is essentially you can
need
use
an
it to
all
make falafel
vegan
balls
dish.
yourself.
And something really important, I can basically do anything except for baking. We do not have an oven, so
We should
please
probably
consider
let it
that.
know that the recipe needs to be
The
vegan as well.
ingredients
Everything on this channel
are
all vegan channel.
champignons, spaghetti, soybeans, tempeh, falafel, veggie meat. It's like
And
veggie
something really
minced meat.
important, I can basically do
kind of,
anything except for
is what it is.
baking.
We got the coconut milk.
Have an oven, so please consider that. The ingredients are
We got. I'm probably gonna put the sauces all at the end. Peanut butter.
veggie meat. It's like veggie minced meat.
We got vegan
kind of
sprinkled
is what it is.
cheese.
We got the coconut milk.
Got tomato sauce. We got glass noodles.
Probably gonna put the sauces all at the end.
Cabbage.
Peanut butter. Veggie meat.
Bananas.
We got vegan.
We got vegan salad mayonnaise.
Got tomato sauce.
Chickpeas.
We got glass noodles.
Got some chips. Maybe you can do something interesting with that, like yeah.
Bananas.
Make like a. How do you call it in English? Actually, you fry something
Vegan salad mayonnaise.
in a batter. Crispy chili, my favorite.
Chickpeas.
Soy sauce. Lemon juice.
Maybe you can do something interesting with that.
I think that's almost it. We got a single carrot, a singular one.
In English.
And pickles. I just got pickles. All right. Just looking into my drawers. I mean, I got like the usual like. I just got some oat flakes and I got some tea. In case we want to make like a little tea to go along with it. I think that's it.
We got
We have tomato paste. We have tomato sauce.
A singular one.
Tomato paste. Yeah, also I should probably tell that it does not need to use all these ingredients. We got sriracha as well.
I mean, I got like the usual,
Very important.
oat flakes and
Not
tea.
need to
In case
make
we want to make like
use
a little
of
tea to go
all
along with it.
the
I think that's
ingredients.
Do you have tomato paste? We have tomato sauce. Tomato paste.
Make
Yeah, also I should probably tell that it does not
generate
need to use all these ingredients. We got sriracha as well.
generate something delicious. I think that's good, right? Let's just see what it comes up with. Honestly, I'm quite scared, but also very curious. All right, the little black bubble is pulsating. Let's have a little drum roll, everybody. All right, with these ingredients and no oven, I'd suggest making creamy, spicy peanut tempeh. Wow, that's already a mouthful. Creamy, spicy peanut tempeh noodles, a rich protein-packed dish with a balance of creamy, savory, and spicy flavors. All right, a fusion of Thai-style peanut noodles with crispy tempeh and veggies. All right, honestly, sounds good. It even has the 1 tablespoon of pickles, chopped, optional for tanginess. Okay, that sounds really interesting. Honestly, I'm intrigued. I'm not disappointed by this. Cool. All right, so let's just get the ingredients that we need, and we can put the rest aside. We need the tempeh cubed. It's even cubed perfectly as it comes in the Oppi package. Nice. Yeah, the minced meat. Okay, so the minced meat is something that will take us a little bit because we need to boil it first. That should be fine. We got a carrot.
So let's just get the
We
ingredients that
got
we
I didn't even tell that I have onions.
We need the tempeh
I'll probably add the onions as well.
perfectly as it
Lemon juice,
in the Oppi package.
sriracha, crispy chili.
Yeah, the minced meat. Okay, so the minced meat is something
Nice.
that will take
Honestly,
us a little
this
bit
seems like
because
it
we need to
could work
we need
out
to
really
boil it
well.
first.
Peanut
That should be
butter.
fine. We got a carrot.
It is also making use of a lot of the ingredients that I picked. Didn't tell that I have black pepper, but I do. Yeah, oil for frying, some salt, some pickles, and I think the rest.
Nice. Honestly, this seems like it.
Yeah, I have yeah, spaghetti or glass noodles. Honestly, because this seems like it just gives me like Thai vibes, right? It's probably better if we choose the glass noodles than the spaghetti. So let's go for that.
I do.
Put the spaghetti back.
Yeah, oil for frying, some salt, some pickles.
Did it say we need the mushrooms? I think it left out the mushrooms.
Yeah, I have
The carrot, coconut
spaghetti or
milk,
glass noodles. Honestly,
peanut butter,
This seems like
soy
gives me, like,
sauce.
Thai vibe,
Yeah,
right?
soy
It's
sauce.
probably better if we choose the glass noodles than the spaghetti.
We got the crispy chili, tomato paste, pickles, salt, black pepper, and oil. Honestly, that sounds pretty neat.
Did it say we need the mushrooms? I think
Toppings, vegan sprinkled cheese for this. I don't know if this is like such a good
peanut butter.
crushed chips for crunch. Honestly, I don't know. I think I'm gonna skip on the toppings, or I can do like an A/B test later. We'll have to see.
Chili, paste, pickles.
All right, I'll probably take
Pepper and
a
oil.
screenshot of this,
Honestly, that
or
that
we can
sounds pretty
like
neat.
switch back to it whenever needed.
Toppings. Vegan sprinkled cheese for this. I don't know if this is like such a good.
Yeah, honestly, I'd say we can get going. I am going to be back with you all. Then you can see a little bit my behind the screen setup here. I'll be back in a bit. Like give me 5-minute break just to alter the setup, and yeah, then I'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah, honestly, I'd say we can get going. I am going to be back with you all. Then you can see a little bit my behind the screen setup here. I'll be back in a bit. Like give me 5-minute break just to alter the setup, and yeah, then I'll see you in a little bit. Yeah, honestly, I'd say we can get
Okay. Let me just see whether everything is properly set up. I think the camera is kind of frozen. Let me just take a look at that. Yeah. Okay.
Is it working?
Let me just see whether everything is
I'm not sure.
properly
Okay.
set up. I think
Right.
the camera is kind of frozen.
The display capture.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. This is working. My main cam seems to be frozen for some reason. I just see that this is properly set up and right and angled, because I wasn't able to do this before switching to the scene, unfortunately. Right, let's bring this a little bit forward. There we go, that looks lovely. Right. Cool. This is working. My main cam seems to be frozen for some reason.
Mute the PC. Yeah, also I should be seeing the chat box and the alert box. Yeah, I see Dusty's in the chat. Hello, Dusty. Yeah, let me just look at this. Holy shit. Alright, let's do that later. I am not sure what the problem is with my Logi cam at the moment. Because it seems to be frozen. Let's just turn it off and back on again. Huh. No. Not sure what's happening there. Maybe if I put it in another output. Everything's just falling apart here now. Alright, let's see.
Oh, I thought this would go a lot smoother. I'm sorry. All right. You can look at me whilst I am trying to figure out the problem. Yeah. Hey everybody. I'm not gone. It's just computer tech stuff. Yeah. No clue why the camera is frozen. I think probably the easiest solution
intention is to just quickly remove it. Remove it, bring it back. We can barely. Yeah, you'll be able to hear me. It's just because my mic's gone. Or my mic's a little bit further off. I don't know. I'm just gonna remove this completely. Sorry, guys. So let's just do Logie. All right. All right. Gonna need a new video capture device. Logie. All right. All right. Look, you can have a little preview on the spices, and yeah, then we'll be back in just a second. Video capture device. Logie. Ah, there we go. All right, let me just drag that in here. Not sure what happened there. Sorry, this is not the smoothest way to start into the stream. But yeah, should work out right now. No double screen setup, unfortunately, for no double screen setup, unfortunately, for my cooking station. Oh, brother. Now this camera's frozen. Alright, let me just refresh that real quick, and then we should be ready to go. What's happening here now? Is this an issue with the phone? Alright, I am not doing this again. For the next time, I'll have a ChatGPT recipe prepared and printed. I thought it would be fun to do it together with the chat, but... yeah. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. So let me just go. Nothing better than to solve tech issues while you want to interact with the chat. I don't know. Let's completely close iRune. Perfect. Lovely. There we go. Just make sure to pop that down here. Chat box, cam border. All right. I think, yeah, we need the chat box and the alert box above, but other than that, nice. We are back. Finally. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for waiting. Apologize for the slight hiccups. Let me just see that we have this angled properly. But yeah, I think this should be roughly fine. What do you think, chat? And then the show can go on. Yeah. Something like this, right? Something like this. Honestly, should be good. Should be good to go. I hope you can all see everything properly. I hope you can hear me crystal clear. And yeah, I would say let's get to making this AI generated dish. And start off with cooking the noodles. Yeah, of course, I haven't mentioned this, but of course we have a question of the day, as always, which is today, what do you use ChatGPT for? Do you use ChatGPT for anything? Do you use it for projects, just to make your life easier in many ways? For me, honestly, I use it every single day. And that's also what this episode is going to be slightly about. Just, yeah, talking about the usage of ChatGPT, how to use it the right way, how to use it in a ethical way, because of course there's a lot of talks surrounding the ethics of ChatGPT, which is something that we'll dive into briefly. So yeah, just curious what you use generative AI for in your daily life. Just drop that down into the comment section. I'm quite curious. Dude, I use ChatGPT for bomb plans. Okay. Still a bit quiet, very quiet actually. All right, I guess I'll just talk more like louder. I think that's probably the best solution. I'm using Samsung Q2. I think it's just a very soft microphone by nature. Like the sound quality is good, but I've gotten that feedback quite a lot that the audio like volume is just a bit soft, despite having it turned all the way up. So yeah, please bear with me. I'll do my best to keep the energy up, to talk loudly so you can hear me well. Yeah, just if there's anything else, just let me know. All right, let's start with boiling some water. And I'll probably need to like check the recipe every now and then. Honestly, doing the recipe was a lot less entertaining than I would have anticipated. I thought it would be like super fun. Like I thought doing the setup afterwards would like take 2 minutes max, but oh well, that's why we do these things, right? While we experiment, have live catastrophes with your setup on stream. To learn from it, right? Because these are the experiences also ChatGPT can't do for us. Yeah. But speaking of experiences, right? Experiencing, that's like the thing, right? As a creative, using ChatGPT, it's a fantastic tool. It's a fantastic tool for so many things, for so many research related things as well. One of the greatest things I came to find out with ChatGPT is just like asking it whether an idea that you have thought of has been done before in like a similar way anywhere else, because like there is no other tool that you can be as descriptive towards as ChatGPT, right? So for example, a game that I am currently working on is a Mad Lib style game, right? So Mad Libs, you know, you have like these different slots. You fill them with like funny words like nouns, adjectives, verbs, and basically the twist I want to put on this Mad Lib style game is that your prompts are put into cards that are shuffled into a deck. So it's like a Mad Lib style deck builder as a roguelike as well, because essentially you keep getting new prompts and you have to use your cards to fill in the different slots. And I thought that was a pretty novel idea, so first thing I did was go to ChatGPT, ask it, has anybody actually come up with this particular idea yet? And was able to just say, yeah, an idea like this does not exist yet in this form. And it's just, not just was I excited that nobody has ever thought of this, but also I was excited because using this just to prove the novelty of an idea in the future is such a powerful tool. I think there's nothing more soul-crushing than coming up with something that you believe to be really novel just to find out that somebody somewhere else in the world has already done the same thing. I mean, what could still happen is that you have the same idea at the exact same time, right? But yeah, no, I think that is genuinely a really, really cool way to use ChatGPT, and probably one of my favorites so far. All right, let me just see. I'm probably gonna start cutting. So let me see what ChatGPT wanted us to cut exactly. I have a carrot here. I got the noodles. We are going to have to boil our veggie minced meat, which we have right here. Instructions are in German, of course, because I'm from Germany. Where are you all from, actually? If you're new-time viewers, I know a lot of you are from Germany. A lot of you are from the Netherlands. So just drop, text me in the chat where you're from. From Pakistan. Oh, we have somebody from Pakistan, or Peebert is going on holiday, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Pakistan. What is there to see in Pakistan? I'm quite curious. Yeah, honestly, I think this is super easy. So this is essentially like minced meat made from jackfruit. We just have to like put it in a pot and let it simmer a little bit. Yeah, nice. So we got that. We got the tempeh. Got crispy chili, and yeah, I think I'm gonna start cutting the carrot. I do want to follow the ChatGPT recipe as closely as possible, because then I can say, okay, if anything goes wrong, I just have ChatGPT to blame in the end, right? So that's pretty cool. Okay, cook the noodles, prepare the sauce. In a bowl, whisk together coconut milk, peanut butter, soy sauce, lemon juice, sriracha, tomato paste, and a splash of water until smooth. All right, I think that's probably the first thing we do, is just combine essentially everything that's somewhat liquidy that we have, right? It doesn't even say like the correct amounts. It just says combine it. You're from Germany, from North Rhine-Westphalia, Dusty. Yeah, of course, so am I. I didn't know you're from North Rhine-Westphalia. I always thought you were from down south somewhere. Cool. Nice. All right. Water's finished boiling. Let me just see where we have the pot. Okay, I probably only needed like half full. Then it's not gonna overboil. And we got some salt. How's everybody's week been so far? Like any fun discoveries, any fun interactions you've had? Let me know. Yeah, so we're probably just gonna let this boil for a little bit. Then put this in, and yeah, let's assemble the sauce. That's also just the thing. I really wish I had a little bit of a bigger kitchen here, just because, yeah, I can't even reach the fridge because the whole camera stuff is blocking it, right? So if I just like could prepare some sauce here, just had like a little bit of a bigger tripod to oversee everything, oh, that'd be lovely. So yeah, while we're assembling the sauce, a little bit on the topics surrounding the ethics of AI, right? Especially like also for creativity, right? Because
What I really like to do, I think when I was starting out, I wanted to like have ChatGPT not be involved in the creative process like at all, right? I was just I was thinking, okay, ChatGPT can do like all the tools related tasks for me, right? Like that is what I love, right? Because when it comes to game engines, I am very impatient. I just want to get to the player experience side of things as fast as possible. But especially when it comes to like coding practices, right? Just help me generate code in a specific language for a certain action that I want to do. I wanted to do it like all the slave work essentially, right? And whenever things come to creativity, I wanted to use it for that. I wanted it to stay away from that. But yeah, no, I figured that using ChatGPT for creative processes is actually a really good idea, especially when it comes to like idea collection, right? Um, Especially in concepting phases, right? Like, because in concepting phases, it is so important to just gain as many ideas as possible. And of course, right? When it's a personal project, I think you yourself, you have something to say, right? You have some sort of message that you want to deliver. And I think that is always, whether it's a story, whether it's a game, whatever core product it is, you have an idea that you want to realize because you think it's cool. Um, and if not, then you should probably like reconsider your idea, right? But still, like in the proper environments, even for like the basic idea, if you're in a game jam, for example, right, and it's all about, sometimes it's not about, to you personally, it's maybe not about sending a message, it's just about making a pretty good game, which is honestly a very valid way to approach game design. Me personally, I always try to like figure out what I always want to have like a unique novel core that is like special to me, because otherwise, you know, you have you have everybody making good products, but you have I mean, rarely do you have people or products that are genuinely unique and novel, I feel. Um, so yeah, therefore always crap. um, spoon fell into the pot. It's gonna have to cool off a little bit. Just gonna stir this with my fork. Yeah, no. So what I was saying, it's a completely valid way to approach game design. To just say, okay, I just want to make a really good product. And in that case, I think especially in that case, you want to explore all options, right? Like for the game jam, for example, sure, I wanted something unique. Also something that I feel sometimes I can latch onto and make unique in my own way. That's also pretty cool, right? So, honestly, I think it's never a wrong thing to ask ChatGPT to generate a game seed for you. And then, of course, also to help you along the way. Let me just see what you are all saying in chat real quick. Wait, which Bundesland in Germany is my favorite? That's quite off topic, but I would just say NRW simply because it's I'm from NRW, and there's quite a lot of cool cities in it. Right, you got Cologne, and you got Cologne. I don't know, any other fun cities in NRW? Gelsenkirchen? I don't know. What do you think about Kanye using AI for his new music as he compares it to autotune and other tools, which also sparked controversy when they were new to the market? Kanye uses AI for his... Okay, that's quite interesting, actually. I mean, as I said... Okay, maybe... Can you describe in which way he's actually using it?
is he using it to like generate song texts or ideas for music genres, for combining elements, or is it genuinely like the music itself is AI generated? Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too caught up on the topic. So if you could just like explain a little bit more what the AI is actually used for, I think that could be really interesting. Yeah. Point I wanted to hit home as well regarding the ethics around AI and just like the general concerns you gotta be aware of. And there are quite some concerns about like ingenuity, but right? AI can only recreate, right? AI can only take what's on the like the seemingly infinite amount of resources that are on the net and then combine them for you, right? But that's the thing AI cannot experience. I'm not going to say never, but we're far from AI being capable of actually making experiences and actually feeling for itself, right? Well, maybe like, I mean, when does Detroit Become Human play? 2038 or something? Well, maybe we're not too far from it, but we're not there yet, right? And I think that's in its essence, I think, why people consume creative media, because it's made by people, because people have something to say, because they have something to give you along the way. Yeah, and I think that is the reason why video games, music, TV is interesting. Especially like television even like is all about providing insight into human emotions. Games as well, providing insight into human behavior, human dynamics, right? What experiences that are fun, that make us human, is what games can deliver. So letting AI steer all of that, I believe, to be very dangerous for the product, at least for the product. So far, for the product, if you use it for other things besides a creative product, it can be dangerous for other things as well, I can imagine. But I'm not here to shame AI. I am here to show you the benefits of it, because it's very much becoming part of our culture, and we do not want to ignore that very crucial part. It's genuinely AI is like the internet a couple of years ago. It's such a groundbreaking idea. Not just an idea, such a groundbreaking invention. And we just need to integrate it, learn to cope with it, learn to use it for our benefits. I'm just rambling here a little bit. Let's get back to cooking a little bit more. And also, okay, he used it for putting his own voice filter over others singing, but also for merging beats and technical stuff. All right. So, okay, so for voice filters, I'm kind of curious because I'm not that educated in the music business, right? How does that work? So is it because you have music filters, like, you had music filters long before AI, like just filters that change your voice, right? That give you different pitches. And that nobody ever said that was necessarily super unethical. Is it essentially that you insert a voice track and then you describe to AI what it's supposed to sound like? Is that like a thing? Am I interpreting this correctly? Over other singing, but also for merging beats and technical stuff. Okay, so for merging beats, right? So you have beats, and then you describe to ChatGPT how you want them to sound when played together. Is that, yeah, honestly, hmm. That to me sounds very much like just skipping steps that you would normally do on like a DJ pult or something. Funny story, actually, last Thursday, on Thursday, we always have drinks at the office at my work. Um, and I started DJing last week, actually. We have a DJ pult, and one of my coworkers showed me how to use it. It was super fun, honestly. It was really really cool. Super overwhelming, bunch of buttons, bunch of technical stuff that I was not familiar with. Uh, but she essentially she left to just have a smoke break at one point and left me just DJing behind the pult. Most of the time I was just like, that's what DJs do best. I feel just like raising their fists, pumping everybody up. um, but yeah, no, I just like turned some buttons, tried out some stuff. I honestly didn't really know what the heck I was doing, but it was fun. It was fun, and honestly, it's not too hard to just have something playing that sounds okay. She was really good. Like she was able to like turn down the music at the drops, right? Of course, like she was super experienced, but me as somebody who had just seen it, I was able to just have two soundtracks playing, right? Just adjusting them, and yeah, then also just playing in some sound effects every now and then to make sure that it sounds okay. And yeah, that was fun. That was fun. So I think if that is what Kanye is doing, again, I am not very experienced with making music, but if it's essentially just like skipping these technical steps by describing to AI in English what he wants to do, then I think that is completely ethical and a viable way of creating music. But I don't know. Yeah, I'd like to, yeah, find out more about the subject because yeah, that's actually quite an interesting discussion. I also feel the same with game design, right? If AI ever gets so advanced that I can like jump into Unreal Engine, for example. Now I dropped my now I dropped my fork in the water. Jesus, what's up today? Um, if AI ever gets so advanced that I can just describe to ChatGPT what I want to happen, um, in Engine, then honestly, that is super cool. That is like just headache and like labor work that I can skip. Let me put this here so you can actually see the pot of noodles as they are boiling. I know, super interesting. um, it's glass noodles, so they're pretty much already done. I've been talking so much and have been neglecting the sauce. I know you wrote something in chat, Leon. I'll be with you in just a second. Yeah, lovely. Look at those glass noodles. Look at them. I enjoy watching AI sad cat videos on Instagram. Yeah. I mean, of course, right? You have all these AI generated like. I am guilty of watching AI generated content as well, right? On TikTok, just like these mindless videos that are essentially, it's just what what I watch a lot is just, when I'm like super brain fried, it's just like two balls bouncing around with different football teams, and if one goes into a goal, like they're just bouncing around this inner circle all the time, and if one of them goes into a goal, there's like big flashy effects and confetti, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I like watching that. It's so dumb, but it's so stimulating as well. Um, yeah, I don't know. I guess we humans are simple creatures. I was just testing a Vampire Survivors style game yesterday at work. Also, vampire. I don't know if any of you have played Vampire Survivors, but that is also a game that literally just works and is fun because we humans are stupid. Because it's essentially what it is. It's just like big, bright, flashy effects. Number goes up. Humans get dopamine rush and are happy.
I don't know how you would get that from sad cat videos, though. Are you, like, masochist or something? Or do I need to be concerned? Let me look at ChatGPT because I forgot the recipe 5 minutes ago already. Coconut milk, peanut butter, soy sauce, lemon juice, sriracha, tomato paste, splash of water until smooth. Does it give me, like... It's like a tablespoon of each. It's a tablespoon of each. Okay. Then, yeah, I don't think the crispy chili was part of it. Yeah. Okay. Looking at my notes right now. Oh, Christ. Opening these plastic, like, packages on soy sauce is always so annoying. Okay. Like a tablespoon, it said. Oh, it's like there's plastic package and then there's even more plastic to it. How the heck am I even supposed to open this? Alright. We got that. Got like, I got such a big tub of peanut butter. Oh my god. Also, I just did shopping because on Friday we're gonna do something really, really fun. Let me know, by the way, because earlier I posted like a poll on YouTube. Can you let me know whether you see this? Because what I want to do on Friday is essentially I want to make stir fry, but also I want to create chat polls so that you guys actually decide what I put into my stir fry. And you can make the wackiest and craziest combinations for me. I'll have to eat it, right? I'll have to make whatever the heck you want me to make. And it's based on your votes you give in chat. So yeah, I'm really quite excited for that, to try that out. You're not gonna want to miss Friday. It's gonna be really, really fun, and it's gonna go a lot more smoothly for sure than start of this episode. All right, got some sriracha, got some lemon juice, lemon water. And I'm pretty sure I forgot something. Oh yeah, of course, coconut. How much coconut milk does it want from me, actually? I forgot. Coconut, 100 milliliters. These are... How much is this? 200 milliliters, so half of this. Soy sauce, lemon juice, sriracha, tomato paste. How much tomato paste? 1 tablespoon. Okay. Okay, is this around half? I think this is around half. Tomato paste? Where is the tomato paste? I just had it here. Oh my god, I'm so scatterbrained. I'm really sorry, guys. Where is it? Oh, it's blending in with the tempeh. Okay, that's around a tomato paste spoon. Yeah, no, but it's gonna be fun on Friday. I want to really do a lot more of these interactive challenges to just integrate chat more. Have some more visual, exciting cooking streams. I got a lot for that planned. So yeah, also, because we're streaming to Twitch as well, of course, and we wanted just a splash of water to go with this as well. But yeah, because we're also streaming to Twitch, I want to have, like, essentially... first, I need to be affiliate first to do this, right?
but essentially just like having these points that you can save up while you're watching the stream to then like make me do something, so we can have like such fun things to save up for. If you're watching on Twitch, right, you need right, for example, you can make me like eat a wasabi spoon or something. You can make me add like 10 teaspoons of sugar to the meal and completely ruin it. Yeah, I don't know, just giving you viewers like a little bit more control over the stream. I think that could be super fun. But yeah, we need to get affiliate first, so everybody tell all your friends and family to subscribe on Twitch and to follow, because I need 12 more followers. Once I have that, I can I can make fun stuff happen. Even more fun. So yeah, looking forward to that. Honestly, I think this looks smooth. Like, if I just put this in the light, yeah, this has quite a nice color. Let me like get a taste for this. Nice. Oh yeah, the cocoa nuttiness is really coming through well. Nice. I think I can put this away just to keep the station clear a little bit. Right. Yeah. So kind of like seeing that we keep the script on track a little bit, just the discussion about AI. Period. I don't know if you're still there. But I think that discussion that you started about Kanye, AI generated music, is really interesting. So if you give me like a bit more information on the matter, I'd be quite interested in getting back to that. But yeah, so I already started talking a little bit about concepting. Right, so I said super cool to like explore all creative options that are feasible. Super cool for idea enhancement, right? So I think once you just have like the core idea, I think that's like what so many people think in game. Like whenever I've been on a team, I feel like so many people, we have the core idea, we have the game seed, which could be like 2D platformer, but you're playing as a dog on a skateboard or something, right? And then people think they can like jump straight into the engine and make something. It's like, no, there's still so much stuff to be discussed, right? So yeah, right, for example, like what is the camera angle going to be? What are there going to be any pickups? Where does the core challenge stem from? Are there going to be any enemies, any moving AI? Is it just going to be ramps or something? Just playing around with this hot dog skater idea right now. Is it an endless runner? Maybe do you even like control the dogs? Is it like Geometry Dash, where it's like auto movement from left to right, and you can only control his jumps or something? So much stuff that's still up in the air and still needs to be discussed. And for those things, AI can also come into handy, right? Like, compare it to existing games. What could be a cool spin? Is this a well-fitting idea? I always like to ask it just to make sure I'm on track and to get a second opinion. Because of course, like, your teammates can offer a second opinion, but no, not but. Right, I think a human's perspective is always, in these senses, where it comes to game feel, better than AI. But AI just has that realm of knowledge that no other human can have, and I think that also provides you with a very good insight, and it's able to articulate itself incredibly well, of course, right? Because sometimes you might have team members that have the know-how, but just the way they articulate themselves is maybe not on par, right? They just have trouble conveying their ideas. So yeah, ChatGPT for that also always exceptionally well.
Wait, you asked ChatGPT whether it can create a sequel to Paper Mario 2? Honestly, that's a cool way of using ChatGPT. Please keep me up to date and send some screenshots into the Discord because I'm actually really interested to seeing that. Cool, nice. Good way of using ChatGPT. Again, if you were a games narrative designer, I want like a little bit more of myself, a little bit more pizzazz. But as far as idea generation goes, right? Yeah, use ChatGPT to write a sequel for Paper Mario 2. Why not? At least a little bit, right? Right? And of course, like if you're creating a story, if you were creating a story for a video game like Paper Mario 2, you'd also just need to there need to be so many factors considered, right? Because it's not just about the story, it's about the mechanics, right? Let's say it were to generate new worlds, right? You need to discuss it with the artists, right? Are the worlds that we actually want to integrate into the game, are they feasible, right? Let's say they want like a desert world with pyramids and tombs and right, we'd have to like get together as a team and discuss, okay, how exactly are we going to do this? Is the size, what size do we want each world to be, right? How many boss fights on average do we want to have in each world, right? Just set up all these guidelines and then like discuss with the team, is this realistic? Is this feasible if we want to make it fun as well, right? Because like, that's always the thing, making a shit ton of content is not too difficult, but making a shit ton of content that actually is fun to play and feels good, that is fucking difficult, right? So yeah, but I like doing it this way. I like going broad at first, having like shitty outline, or not shitty outline, but like, you know, outline that doesn't feel super good, because then at least you know what you're talking about, right? And then go into depth, right? Like come up, like find these guidelines, find these points. I just see I need to charge my computer. Yeah, I'll be right back. Wait, where do I actually have the charging? Oh, there it is. I was like, didn't I have it here earlier? No, it just fell under the table. Okay. Jesus Christ. Camera just did a little somersault there. I'm sorry about that. I am very sorry. and the phone flipped as well. Wow. Crazy stunt. Yeah. Thank you. Oh boy. Yeah, I need to do something about this setup, definitely. You can see everything just falling apart. But that's just the charm, guys. That's just the charm of this stream. Yeah, Peebert, you still haven't like given me proper insights onto how Kanye's AI generation music actually works. Are you still like, do you have the information? Because I think it's really interesting. Yeah, what did I want to do? Yeah, look back at the recipe, and then we can talk about Kanye, or Paper Mario, or generating content for both, or other video games, right? Alright, prepare the sauce, cook the tempeh and minced meat, add cubed tempeh and veggie minced meat, saute until golden brown. Add the carrots, the julienne carrot. Honestly, this is not too hard, but still coming up. It's genuinely not too difficult. Oh wow, this is quite hot actually. Shouldn't have left it on the hot stove. Let's make sure that not everything is like turned on. Does anybody know what julienne means? Can anybody look that up and just tell me? Because honestly, I got no clue.
need some olive oil. And yeah, then we can cook some tempeh. Heck yeah. It wants me to cook the minced meat as well. I don't think... Honestly, I'm not sure whether that's a good idea for this minced meat, because it's essentially jackfruit that's been boiled. Let me see if like it's a good idea to cook it as well. Honestly, I'll throw some of it into the mix. Like, why not? Worth a go. Yeah. Yeah, somebody please tell me what julienne means. His new album, where he's gonna use it more excessively, isn't out yet, but for example, the song Sky City, which you've heard, uses it. Alright, okay. Yeah, so you don't actually know exactly how AI is used. Then it's like difficult for me to judge whether it's ethical or not. But like you've heard my opinion, right? So yeah, I don't know if you know anything exactly about how AI was used in the creation of that song. I think it's always, I don't know, despite me using AI in the generation of processes, whenever I see AI was used to generate this, I'm always a bit hesitant. I don't know. It just... my partner is very anti-AI. And they are essentially like, they do not support any content that AI was a part of. And it's like, yeah, if you... I think with AI generated art, like visual art, honestly, I'm very wary with that. But when it's, as I said, when it's like being used for like other things to like streamline processes as well, like story generation as well, right? That's also like experience level. But then again, I don't know, because it's like writing the story and making the visual art of a game, those two things are very much surface level, right? They are core to the experience, and I feel I hear a lot more like uproar about when an artist is making a piece of art and then asks AI to brush it up, to identify the visual issues and make it look better. But I feel when I do the same with the story, write an outline, feed that into ChatGPT, and then ask ChatGPT to give me like, to fix plot holes or to give like some better description, something to enhance the tone. I feel ChatGPT is like completely I feel people are completely cool with that, which is like weird because it's essentially like the same thing, right? I don't know. People are weird and morally ambiguous. I don't know. Do you guys feel that those two things are like viewed similarly? Because I think they are, to be writing stories and creating like visual art, in the sense of that the usage of ChatGPT or generative AI in both of them is equally ethical. Kanye's part in the song isn't actually him singing. It's someone else with his voice filter over to make it sound like he is singing. Okay.
So Kanye isn't actually singing. Is he claiming that he's singing? I mean, that to me sounds a little bit like auto-tune. Which, I mean, I still feel like that is, like, viewed as fairly unethical in the music business. Right? Then again, right? Then, I don't know, is auto-tune something that's still viewed as unethical? I'm not caught up with the music business, but I feel if it's some... Huh. I mean... no. Wait, so it's not viewed as unethical? Wait, or it's not the same as using auto-tune? Wait, it's somebody else's voice, and then you make that guy sound like Kanye. Right. No, honestly, it's not used as unethical. Keep viewers on streambo. Oh no. Oh no. It's not viewed as unethical. All right. I mean, honestly, no. What I was about to say was, if it contributes to the quality of the product, then why not use it? I need to think about that myself, where I stand ethics-wise on this. What I was about to say is, if something makes the quality of the product better, then it doesn't matter whether it's AI generated or not, or it doesn't matter where it comes from. No. I do not agree with this statement that I was about to say. I take it back. I think it always matters where a certain piece of content comes from that contributes to the whole. Definitely. I mean, the whole thing with ChatGPT, I feel like a lot of the concerns are also, right, surrounding, like, jobs and everything, right? Like, AI is taking jobs. In all honesty, me personally, how am I even supposed to, like, use this carrot, by the way? I think I'm just... Has anybody, like, looked up what julienne means yet? That would be super sweet. I can just do it myself real quick, actually. I just throw away this plastic. Julienne. Oh, okay. Okay, julienne is literally just, like, slicing it into thin strips. Alright, cool. Simple. And we're almost done here. Yeah, no. What I was talking about, right? There's a bunch of discussion about, like, AI being unethical because it, like, takes people's jobs and everything and this and that. Honestly, I think that is, like, the least unethical part about it, because, you know, there's always been machines that have taken people's jobs, right? And it's like, honestly, back when you were, like, a baker that did... Bakers still do everything by hands, right? I mean, there's also, like, mass production, like, baking goods, right, that are made by machines. Which also, like, I think I would rather have, like, a loaf of bread that is actually, like, kneaded by a baker than one that is made by a machine. But, like, look, then again, right? Oh, hi, Mutz. How are you doing? Glad to have you here on stream. I would rather have a loaf of bread that is baked by a baker.
right? Then that is produced by a machine. But it has become the standard to produce food items by machine. And I believe it will become the standard as well to produce video game related content by AI. And then and I think that is a perfectly legit, honestly thinking about it, I believe that is a legitimate way of creating content. I believe it is a legitimate way of creating content, but content that is created by a person is always going to be higher quality. What do you think about that, chat? AI making video games is nothing different than machines making food items or taking over like toy creation, like toys. People used to be toy makers carving the items, like spending hours carving the items out of wood. Machines can take over that by now. It's become a norm. It's become a standard. I do not see what is different with AI taking over these sorts of activities. And I mean, the greatest artists, they will rise to the top, right? They will absolutely rise to the top. But yeah, if you wanna stay in business, just make really good stuff, right? I think that's just the cycle of life. I don't know. I'm really curious where you guys stand on this. Haven't talked to you in a while. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing really good, Mats. What about you? Yeah, we really haven't talked in quite a while. Like, which Mutts are you actually? Because I know quite a lot of Mutzes. Just help me out real quick. Yeah, Dusty, you understand what I mean. What do you think, Dusty? Should video games be generated by cheap video games, right? Like there are going to be like cheap video games that are exclusively generated by AI. Actually, the first video game that I tested at Poke was largely AI. It was a really simple, just like pigeon finding simulator. It's just like it's just like an image. The images were all AI generated. In my opinion, they looked quite pretty. And you had to find pigeons, click on them, and they would like flutter away. And that would like ramp your score up. In all honesty, it was a solid product. At least for like a little mobile game that you'll have like 5 minutes of fun with, if that is your shtick. These finding games, I personally don't like that sort of game, but there's a target audience for it, and it's a perfectly good product. And it's just like a person patrolling that the AI is making the content in a proper way. Yeah, that is essentially what it is. So yeah, honestly, I think that's just going to become the norm, right? I am currently doing quality assurance for these types of just very simple, easily consumable games, right? Largely for kids, these app-style mobile games, and there is so much AI-generated content in there, and it's becoming a standard. It's becoming a standard. Yeah. What is, of course, then debatable or needs to be considered is AI actually taking other people's work, right? That's like the thing, right? Because AI can really only, right? That's the thing. That's the thing. AI scans all sources that have been fed into it and then creates something out of it. Problem is like where have people that fed it the sources agreed that their content can be used for AI to generate content off it. That is interesting. Because I don't know, honestly. Does anybody know whether ChatGPT gains all of its knowledge ethically? I mean, probably, unless like the entire internet has like signed off that ChatGPT is able to take its content, then I don't think it has. Because I mean, like, it's when I ask it for research, right? It scans websites and feeds me. It gives me the sources, which is quite ethical, right? If I do research, it gives me the sources, but then also I can ask it to generate a new idea, and it probably also uses those sources, but then it doesn't give me the sources. That is so yeah. Interesting to think about. Yeah, where do you guys stand on this? Because yeah, if it uses other people's ideas that haven't signed off on it and uses that to generate content, then we're getting into an ethical dilemma.
Totally agree with your point about AI. Using AI to help with development is a really helpful tool and makes development so much faster. Yeah, we know each other from Mindshift 2019.
Oh, yeah, of course. No, of course. I was thinking about you, but I didn't know it was like exactly you, Matt. No, great that you have found my stream. How's it going? Where did you hear about the stream, actually? Super cool that you decided to hop on. Nice. Have you been on like a cruise ship tour ever since, actually? That was so much fun. Honestly, one of the greatest vacations I've had. No, very, very nice. Very, very nice.
And you're also pretty good. A lot of work stress, but apart from that, I'm good.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Work for me. Yeah, it's not too stressful for me at the moment. What are you working as? Yeah, hope you manage to like still get some time for yourself. At my work, like I just started an internship at Pokey. We got like massages yesterday. Oh my god, like I got a Thai massage that was so awesome. Yeah. I'm not experiencing too much stress. We also got a very good team environment, very good team dynamics. So yeah. I would luckily consider myself largely stress-free compared to other people.
ChatGPT is trained on a huge chunk of web data, which OpenAI does not have a license for. It's debatable, though, as it's public website, but yeah.
Oh, Talba. Okay, thank you a lot, Mats, first of all, for giving those insights. Yeah, that's right, it's a public website. So yeah, honestly, can you really fault ChatGPT for taking content of it? I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't think so. I don't think you can fault it. But yeah, great that you have like such you really have tech know-how. So that's great. Talba, we are discussing the ethics of ChatGPT and in general just how to use ChatGPT for you as a developer, just to speed things up. And yeah, we are to celebrate the day, we are making a ChatGPT generated dish. And we are essentially done with it at this point. So yeah. I think I'm just gonna assemble all the ingredients. We got some rice noodles, we got some tempeh, we made ourselves a really nice peanut sauce, which I think it tasted really nice. Oh, of course, we got the rice noodles sticking together. I should have probably like gotten some hot water to just mush it up, as I like to say. Yeah, that's a lot better. Don't want to eat a big lump of sludge. Yeah, and probably gonna cut some pickles. It suggested me cutting some pickles. I want to have it like exactly like ChatGPT suggested. It also suggested crumbling some chips over it. Maybe I'll have a look. Yeah, I've been on 5 or 6 cruise ships since then. Wow, that's insane. Nah, for me, I think like one time is enough. And then I leave it as a very special memory. Dude, playing werewolves on the cruise, that was insane. Such good memories, such fun times. Have you played because I'm just talking about werewolves, have you by any chance played the game Blood on the Clock Tower? Because I've always wanted to play it. I'm a huge social deduction fanatic, and we have it at a bookstore right next to my work, and I always thought it came in like a little box. It's 190 euros. It's like this huge, and I really want to get it. So has anybody here in chat played that? And if so, is it worth it? Because I hear like from a lot of people, it's like the best social deduction game on the market. So yeah, I'm very interested. Oh, nice. Have my own IT solutions and hosting company, so that's why it's a lot of stress sometimes. I have to manage so much stuff. Wow, you have your own IT company? That's insane, dude. That's insane. Wow. Congrats. Yeah, been playing, having like your own company. I've been playing with the thought, right, related to games, like just, having some more, having like a game design related, having like a games company, sometime in the future. But I think first of all, I'd like to make a little bit more experiences, like see how professional companies are like run. How many people are part of your company? Is it like, are you self-employed, or do you have like more people that are part of it? Yeah, always interesting to see how people are running their companies. But that's super cool, having your own company. That's a dream. Oh yeah, I hope things are going well for you. All right, let's assemble. Get some peanut sauce over it, and then I want to like take a look at like the suggestions it provided. Flop. You've never heard of the game? I'll look it up. Yeah, cool. Nice. Let me look at the recipe again. Top with vegan cheese, crushed chips, and extra crispy chili. Do I need the pickles for anything? Because it's all pickles are in the recipe. Salt, black pepper. Where do the pickles come in? Side of chickpea falafel. I think it's good. But vegan cheese, crushed chips, and extra crispy chili. Yeah, let's crumble up some chips. Honestly, I think that might be nice. Just give it like some extra crunch. I think that could be cool. Wait, let me go back to stream. 6 people for different stuff, but they all are part-time only as of now. No full-time employees yet. Super cool.
Super cool. Nice. I really like having like small scale teams as well. Because it's just like the bigger the team size, of course you have like little strike teams, but like the bigger the team size, I just feel the more anonymous it gets, right? There's also just bound to be a lot of we have a very healthy team relationship. But even there's like there is some just like light gossip here and there, which is fine. I think, but yeah, that's just eliminated. I think more when you have like complete transparency, which just can only be done by having like smaller team size, right? Oh, I'm honestly like adding some chips just for some extra crunch. I think is such a cool idea. ChatGPT, you magnificent bastard. All right. I think I can. Honestly, I always write myself these scripts, and then that's what I also do, right? I write scripts for these episodes, and then I have ChatGPT go over it as well. But it's like I have such bouncy brain that I pretty much like already like tick off all of the things that I want to talk about. So it's whenever I like run out of something to say, I'm like I just look at this board and it's like, okay, I've been here, I've been there, I've been kind of everywhere. Because I feel like if I just like I like having like one script, but I think if I just like do point for point, it just gets too stiff, and I also want like chat interaction. It just gives me personal like security, just knowing, okay, there is at least something on the board. Yeah, we talked about concepting, having it guide you. Yeah, of course, talked a little bit about my game jam related to it as well, right? So I feel like for ChatGPT guiding the creative process, a really good example for that, right? Instead of just telling it generate me the whole game story or idea or whatever, right? Like what was really nice was we had first day where we came up with the concept, right? We had the concept of a puzzle / narrative game where you had speech bubbles that you would be able to take and place into different scenarios. We wanted 3 scenarios in total, place into different scenarios, and get different outcomes based on where in which scenario you base which speech bubble, right? So to have like fun, that would like lead to fun, sometimes nonsensical interactions with NPCs. And we wanted, on the second day, we decided that story-wise, vibe-wise, we wanted like a very slice of life style game, right? Like Night in the Woods. And we wanted to have like interesting scenarios. So of course we brainstormed some of our at first as well. Like we wanted to have one with a toxic friend. We wanted to have one with a crush. But we were a little bit unsure of what the third one was going to be. There were some ideas, but people weren't like fully convinced on some. Some people wanted that. Some people wanted something different. And then ChatGPT suggested having a scenario where you have a talk with one of your siblings about moving out, right? Moving out. Your sibling wants you to move out of the house, right? And we all thought that was a great like scenario to also provide tension to the player, to provide narrative tension. So that's what we went for, right? So this is also like a nice example of ChatGPT providing ideas and suggestions along the way, not just like doing the whole thing for you at the start, right? You need to view ChatGPT as like an educated person with sometimes really bad. It doesn't have bad people skills, but it has like, right? You need to feed it. You need to spoon feed it sometimes. Yeah, and I think if you just like include it a little bit every step of the way, I think that's when it is most powerful. Also, where do I have my vegan cheese? Where did I put it? Because ChatGPT wants me to sprinkle it. There it is. There it is. It's not gonna melt, but I think honestly, like just a little bit of it, it's like Simply V. Yeah, I think that could honestly be nice. Have you tried other AIs like Gemini, DeepSeek, Claude, Llama, Perplexity, etc.? Or tried self-hosting? No, I have very little, honestly. ChatGPT is like my go-to. Once ChatGPT was down and I used another one. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I don't know. I've gotten so comfortable with ChatGPT. Do you suggest any of the other ones? Or are they better in any way? Because, yeah, I'd be, like, that's also, like, quite interesting for me to know. Oh, yeah, it wants 1 spoon of crispy chili. Let me just wash this real quick. Because we don't want to taint our crispy chili with the delicious peanut sauce. It's not going to be tainted, but we want to keep it pure. I like it spicy, so I'm going to add 2 spoons of it. And et voila! That is a ChatGPT generated dish. Just gonna mix it up a little bit. Honestly, does not look the most aesthetically pleasing. But as we all know, don't judge a book by its cover. Especially food. Actually, not especially food, because it's like, there's this saying, right? Das Auge ist mit, for all my Germans amongst you. Wait, you just used ChatGPT for 3 Oh, wait, and sorry, Dusty, your chat just disappeared. Maybe tell me again. So you used ChatGPT to generate 3 different characters for Paper Mario? That sounds really interesting. Again, post it in the Discord. I'm quite curious. I use different ones for different tasks. You should try a few and see which one you think is most useful for which task. There are differences, but that's hard to all write in the chat message. Yeah, of course, I can imagine. No, of course, like, writing the differences, like, especially because I think it's, like, quite nitty-gritty. It really gets into the specifics of what is good about each of these chatbots. So, yeah, I can imagine it's quite difficult to convey. I'm gonna just put it in the spotlight. This is supposed to be like Thai dish, but slightly Americanized with vegan cheese and chips sprinkled on top. So let's just say it's a clash of cultures in its own way. And yeah, let's see whether it's any good. This is also not good to eat with a spoon. I'm gonna take a fork. Have 1 spoonful of it. Yum, 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 yum. Oh. Alright, I already sense I've added quite a lot of chili. But honestly, the coconut milk honestly really makes it very nice. I haven't made anything with coconut milk in quite a while, actually. Oh, okay, so you use 3 characters. You use 3 characters from Paper Mario, and you turn them like side characters, and you turn them into actual partners. That is super cool. Nice. Which characters were they, Dusty? I'd be interested also to see how they are integrated into the story. And is it like still the Paper Mario sequel, or is it like Paper Mario 2 reimagined?
I'm gonna be honest, that is bloody nice, mate. This meal is bloody lovely. it's it's really it seems like such a clash of things. It's like noodles, tempeh, chips, vegan cheese, carrot, coconut milk, crispy chili, all combined, but yet it fits. It's like a weird. It's honestly quite a weird, wacky combination, but yet I'm a fan of it, honestly. Mm. It's the Paper Mario 2 sequel. Okay. Okay. Does it have a name yet? Oh, Jesus. I would so love to work on a Paper Mario sequel. Mm. Looks pretty tasty. Mm. It is. It is. Mm. Oh my goodness, one thing I haven't even talked about yet. Because we talked about concepting, we talked about writing, we talked about ChatGPT also like saving your history, right? Which is very nice, right? If you have like different conversations open, like, and it's saving your history, you don't always like need to give it the full context again, right? So it remembers what you've been talking about. I'd really like to have more insight into the code, actually, like exactly how it works, because like that would really be interesting. Mm. Paper Mario Shadow of the Thousand-Year Door. That's super cool. Mm. So yeah, actually like having insight into how the code works would be super cool. Mm. But then one of the things that excited me the most, I think the two things that excited me the most about ChatGPT when I discovered them was one, seeing whether like the core idea of my game had been done anywhere else before. And then number two is you can use ChatGPT for playtesting, right? Mm. So I made a board game for Essenspiel, and of course, right? I wanted to like playtest it, but it's difficult to always get like people together. But if you have a very mathematical game where there's not a lot of player interaction, I had like a social deduction-esque type game where there was like a lot of, just back and like player discussion, and of course that is hard to simulate. But if you just want like mathematical insight, just like seeing what trends are, if you can play the game, like if you play the game 10 times, 50 times, 100 times, right? Just have ChatGPT generate the game or play the game for you up to 100 times, and then you can just like see the different values, like what are trends, what like things start reappearing the more you play, and whether that is something you want to happen in the majority of cases. That is so valuable. Honestly, that is really, really cool. If you let ChatGPT make that happen. So yeah, of course, for the experience side of things, you're never gonna get exact feedback, right? It's like what ChatGPT will say when you ask it these questions, right? It will give you guesses, right? Like, I believe that this would lead to this and this experience, but of course, it cannot actually play. But yeah, playtesting with ChatGPT is very advisable, especially if you have like very mathematical and numerical based games. Oh yeah. Yeah, sorry, Mats. Thank you for bringing it up again. Sorry, the chat scrolls quickly sometimes. Um, yeah, of course. If you want to give me some suggestions on like further AI, sure. Let's have a chat about that sometimes. Are you in the Discord yet? If you look into the, if you're on YouTube, you look into the descriptions. You're gonna find, um, you're gonna find a link to the Discord. You can chat there because I don't think I have your WhatsApp anymore. Um, yeah, honestly, some like I'd love to get an insight into like different AI models, and then maybe I can do like a follow up episode to this one where I like give better insight into the different tools. That would be sick. That would be really sick. That would maybe even be cool for like a video at some point. Yeah, thank you so much. And also learn some more about your gameplay. Yeah, absolutely. General Bum Bum Alpamone, General Guy. Oh, cool. Oh my god, Valentine! You finally made it! That's so cool. Hey, how's it going? How was your day? Um, honestly, so Valentine, just to like bring you a little bit up to speed. So this is like an AI generated dish. I just gave it like basically prompts for ingredients that I had lying around the house, right? The most random stuff. So we ended up with this is like a supposed to be like Thai dish. It's got like glass noodles, tempeh, um, like sliced carrots, vegan cheese, chips sprinkled on top, and some crispy chili put into the mix. And honestly, it hits hard. It's quite a banger. I really like it a lot. Um, I don't know if I'll be doing this much more. I think I do like meals with a little bit more thought put into it and just like a little bit more character. Then again, also ChatGPT didn't like fully generate right ChatGPT didn't like fully like generate the meal. It just like I just told it I have these ingredients, make something for me, right? And it had to make it from scratch. So yeah, maybe it wasn't like perfectly leveled playing fields the way I had set it up. But like still, it's for what I gave it and for the result, it's pretty good. It's just kind of cold because I've been talking so much without actually eating. Also, I finally catch your stream. All good, dude. So happy to be here. Love the fact that the recipe is a banger, though. Yeah. Oh, we're also friends on. You've been in my Discord, actually. Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, back when I was still doing Pulse. Oh, that's so cool. Nice. Because I saw the Discord size has shrunk quite a bit since I haven't been posting videos anymore. No, that's cool. Yeah, sure. Then just text me on Discord. That's awesome. Maybe you could ask ChatGPT for like ideas for seasoning and stuff. Some Specereien and peppers and. Wait, Specereien are those like spices? It actually did tell me to sprinkle some black pepper. Thank you for reminding me, Valentine, because I still have like some black peppers. Also, black peppers. I mean, sesame seeds. They make everything better, right? I totally forgot. I still have like stuff like taco shells in here or something. Maybe if I had given it those prompts, we would be eating something very different, like spaghetti tacos or something. Imagine if it had told me to make spaghetti tacos. I will make those one day for sure. They are spicy. No, don't worry. I like it if you give a little bit of Dutch touch to the stream. A little Dutch touch. No, always fun. Somehow, the sesame seeds do not make this one better. It's very weird to describe. I think they're okay. Maybe I just needed like a second fork of more. I don't know. I was like, for a moment, I was like, huh, weird. But maybe that's just due to the nature of the dish itself. Mm. Valentine, I know you're like, you are a very like creative person. Mm. What is like your opinions on using ChatGPT? Like, do you use ChatGPT for creative work, or are you like, nah, I'm not interested in that at all? Because what I have been thinking about, right? Because we were like talking specifically about using ChatGPT for games, is like I kind of see it in a similar light to like just industrialization, right? Like back in the days, people would like they were like kneading bread with their bare hands, right? Then machines came along and they were able to produce bread as well. And you still had like the sophisticated bakers, right? That still like made bread with their hands and they would be like higher quality. But it's become a standard to like also sell like machine baked goods of all sorts and toys. And I think that's gonna be this like a similar thing with games. So in that sense, I do not consider that very unethical. Mm. My brother actually does business major for his studies, and he's really AI positive, so he definitely helps me see the good side of it. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I feel business major and AI. That sounds like something that goes hand in hand. Right, looking on like the productive side of it, right? Just and it's like, yeah, people people need they don't need games as much as they need food. They don't need mm, literature or any of like educate entertainment forms like people need food. Um, but also, right, it's like for people that cannot afford 60 euro games that are like it's just like not everybody can afford like super fancy food. Just like not everybody can afford super fancy games, but like having the option to play for everybody and having variety for everybody through the help of AI, honestly, that's like I don't know. I think it's I keep like doubting myself with every sentence I say here because there's so much to consider. But um yeah, no, honestly, I think have like giving everybody content to consume is not a it's not it doesn't come from bad intentions, right? And if again, as I said beforehand, if the people whose work is being used by the AI are okay with it, then I do not see like any ethical concerns in it in that specific product. Mm. Um, and there's always a group that stays loyal to typewriters and a group that keeps loyal to Word. Yeah, absolutely, right? Like, I think also like back, like, oh, people are like, yeah, I like you do translation as well, right? I used to do a lot of translation work just like at school, right? But I always like viewed it as a very artful craft. And I think like especially cuz you're doing it as like also for like voice actors, for voiceovers, mm, there's a lot more thought that needs to go into like how do you actually like translate for like a show, right? Um instead of if you're just like translating a book. Mm, but like book translation has already like largely been taken over by just translation systems that can do it. And that was also like a lot of people got upset by it, right? Like ChatGPT. I'm not ChatGPT, but just like machines being able to do that work for them. Um, and a lot of people, but a lot of people were also like, yeah, it's possible now. So why not use it? And I feel like some of these people are the same that are like vastly criticizing AI at the moment, which is like, I think it's two kind of similar things to compare, right? Because like a lot of people would also argue there is something, like me for example, I would argue there is something artful to translation. And I would always take something that was translated by a professional over something that was translated by a machine. But I do not agree that these machines should never be used, simply considering like the pace at which they can translate massive documents. And we like, I don't know how many translators there are, like people that are like specifically just translators, right? So like if we can manage to just like translate if we want to translate every single book there is into every single language, that's impossible to do with people, right? So having machines to help people experience books that they would otherwise never be able to experience, I think that's a very good thing. Honestly, I think that's a very good thing. Yeah, true. Translating for dubbing is kind of an art in its own, for sure. It worked with AI. It didn't. Oh, you tried with AI and it didn't work. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Right, because you like need to be aware of like so much, like the actor's mouth movement, just like using the right words that match to that, whilst also keeping the tone and the pace of it in consideration. That is, it sounds like a really difficult but also fun and rewarding job. Yeah, because like for those who don't know, Valentine actually translated Beast Games, like the new show on Amazon. Such a cool project, such a huge project to work on, and such an important role as well. Like I still think it's really incredible that you managed to do it. Also, I need to watch the finale of Beast Games. I think I'm gonna probably watch that after this stream. Yeah, I still haven't come to watching the final. Honestly, tonight is a good night for doing that. Book translation right now is mostly putting it through AI and checking it. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, there's always like some parts of the book. Like I remember reading Harry Potter. There's like specific poetry at some points, or like there's like a riddle, like a really like intricate word riddle where you just need a human to jump in, because AI just, I don't think AI can do a proper job with that. Or I don't know if you've had experiences with like translating riddles or anything of that. If you've tried that with AI, I don't think it can do that. It can do a particularly good job with that. Can somebody please turn the Paper Mario 2 story that you generated into a real game? Honestly, post it in chat and I'll consider it. Maybe I can make it like a fun project to do on stream. Just like I'll be making Paper Mario 2 sequel, and everybody will be like just like in chat, like giving ideas, and I can take your ideas and integrate them into the game. Honestly, that would be fun. Honestly, that sounds like such a fun game. Like, don't take it too, like, not taking it too seriously, but yeah, that sounds super cool. Maybe I'll do it. But also, I'm spending a lot of time in front of my computer at the moment. So yeah, I also want a bit of like time to get some exercise and do other things than just sitting in front of my computer. A demo? Yeah, honestly, something like a demo, right? Maybe just making like Rogue Port, a small version of Rogue Port in Paper Mario 2. Yeah, honestly, good idea, Dusty. Good idea. Yeah, don't use the name Mario. No, we're gonna call it Paper. What's another Italian name? Paper Massimo. This dish has gotten so incredibly cold because I've just been talking instead of eating. Let me just finish it real quick, huh? I would definitely enjoy this a lot more if it was hot. Paper Lario. No, Paper Lario is such a funny title. But then maybe Nintendo would jump in as well because of Larry Koopa. Just find me like a name that isn't used in any Nintendo name. Just Paper Paulos. And it's just honestly, it would be such a fun project also to show off for a portfolio. Especially if I want to like work at Nintendo one day, do like Paper Mario sequel, and I can be like, yo, I made a little thingy, like little fan project. Oh, that would be fun. Paper Marco. Paper Marco. You sent me a message on Discord. Thank you. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. Honestly, I think I just have like a huge ton of stuff here to clean up. I want to thank you all first of all like so much for joining the stream. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, on Friday, just as like little bit of promotion, we are doing something really fun. I bought a lot of like extra ingredients for this at Albert Heijn before this stream, but essentially we are going to be making a stir-fry dish, but I am giving like you, the audience, control over how we are going to make the dish and what ingredients we are going to be using. So I'm going to be using chat polls, which by the way, I have one on YouTube. Can anybody let me know? Like, it should be active right now. Can anybody let me know whether that worked? Because yeah, I think that could be such a fun interactive thing to do with the community. You can like, I have bonkers decisions to make, so we can like, you get to decide whether we make like an actually enjoyable meal or whether we just go full crazy mode with it. Like it's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, stay tuned for that on Friday, 19 again. Yeah, really looking forward to it. So fun that I finally catch the stream. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, thank you. You really like. Unfortunately, it wasn't like you just got to see a messy kitchen in the end. But yeah, so cool that you finally made it. Send me a message when you're live next time because I really want to catch your stream as well. Also to like brush up my Dutch a little bit. I talk to some of my colleagues at work in Dutch sometimes, but I still get a little bit insecure about it. So just like I think it would be a nice spot for me to just train my Dutch a little bit, and also just to hear what you guys have to say about like voice acting, and because honestly, voice acting is such a cool topic and job to be in. Yeah, just looking forward to hearing some awesome stories from you all. Oh yeah, definitely, Dusty. Definitely send it on Discord. I'll think about making it like a streaming project where we actually make Paper Marco on stream. Honestly, I'm just talking about it. I'm getting really hyped about it. So yeah, definitely send that, Dusty. Yeah, I hope to see you all on Friday. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, remember to always wear your seatbelt. Just decided to make that my new outro catchphrase because like everybody got one, right? No, okay. Yeah, thank you all a ton for being here. See you all on Friday. Hope you have a lovely rest of your week, and yeah, stay awesome.
Thanks so much. Bye bye.